Hello, everyone. We're back with the first Biz Besties of September.
Woohoo! It's Virgo season, folks.
Yeah, I really enjoy the energy of Virgo season. Last night, I just sat down and I was like, do, 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 after I got home from walking the dog. And I just got organized with emails and subscriptions. And I felt like my brain has space again or clarity. I don't know. And it always comes with this season. I can't imagine how it feels to feel this optimal all the time to be a Virgo.
It's annoying. We love it, and it's annoying. One time I was in a hotel room, I was telling you, but I'll tell the listeners, and I was noticing everything that was wrong with the hotel room, like where the paint was chipped and where the shower grout wasn't done properly and where the door kinda had a gap, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so annoying to be such a perfectionist or someone who can see all the details because there's so many things wrong in this room right now." I just had to take a deep breath. It was a lot. It's a lot.
You're not going to see those imperfections when we go away next month because I was just scouting the
Mhm.
website and the Instagram of our incredible resort we're going to in Newport Beach, and it is bougie.
Yay, so exciting. I'll be able to keep it together and enjoy my coffee.
Yeah. Okay. What are you grateful for?
Today, I'm so grateful for this business that we've created that gives me the time freedom to be able to do first week of school with my 4-year-old, who's going to be 5, new daycare with my 2-year-old, who's about to be 3, and everyone is well, now it's only my 4-year-old throwing up, and I wasn't feeling well yesterday, and Mila was sick last week. But because we have this flexible, time freedom based business, there's no need for me to panic or ask for time off or submit for my one of my only 4 sick days or whatever has to happen in corporate. We're just working around it. So I'm so grateful. Yeah, what about you?
I feel grateful about many things right now, but I think top of mind, I'm going to say I am grateful for our network and connections. We recently just had our friend Jim Carter III,
Oh, yeah.
who's been on the podcast. If you go back to July, he's in one of the later July episodes. And we just had him come in and basically run a 90-minute open Q&A with all of our Aligned CEO Method clients. And Jim works with people like Jay Shetty and Lewis House,
And Tony
Gabby
Robbins.
Tony Robbins, Gabby Bernstein, and he is such a down to earth, amazing, incredible guy. And he said yes to coming in. That talk alone, that Q&A alone, would be worth thousands of dollars if you signed up
Totally.
to go see him speak anywhere else. And our Align CEO Method clients got that. And I just feel so grateful that we have this amazing network and community of people that we can invite in and pour into our clients, because the more that we invest in ourselves and up level our learning and our network, it only benefits the people who work with us. Like there's no
Mhm.
loss there. And I just feel so grateful for the people who are willing to show up and serve, knowing that we would do the exact same for Jim and for anyone else that we are friends with in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I agree. He's amazing. The thing that changed my life this week from Jim, I think I did it last week, is I was saying that Gmail is so overwhelming for me. And we use G Suite for our business. So the at myalignedpurpose.com email is run through G Suite. And he said, get superhuman. So I went over to I don't know, the website or whatever, and I signed up for Superhuman and it manages my email. Now, I'm not great on all the shortcuts and all the making it happen quickly, but even that it sorts through pitches, like I labeled what was a pitch, and then the AI can tell what looks like a pitch from other emails, and now they're not in the inbox. I moved it took me like, an hour to set up or something, but I took all the emails that are taking up brain space that I'm constantly trying to sort through with Gmail, that Gmail is just not good enough at sorting yet, into the other box, and the stuff that's important, which is if we've communicated with anyone, it would be if we've gone back and forth, it would be an important. All of that stuff is just front and center now, and I can see it, I can manage it. It's so easy to click through, archive, reply. The AI response in it is amazing. And that just came from a quick conversation with Jim. I said, hey, I'm pretty stressed out about email. We're hiring VAs to manage it. We're paying, whatever, 40 hours a week for someone to manage Gmail, and it sucks. It's not going well. And he said, try Superhuman. So I did, and it has changed my life. And I'm so grateful.
Ooh,
There you
okay.
go.
What a great tip for everyone who's
Shout out to
listening.
Jim.
Shout out to Jim, shout out to AI, shout out to advancements in
Hmm.
business.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, hearing that, somebody might feel overwhelmed. They might be like, oh my gosh, no. Is AI really a thing? And that's just another thing to add on to their plate of overwhelm. And that's what we're going to talk about today is, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling indecisive? Are you feeling unclear? What else would you add to the list?
Are you feeling like you're not confident about your business direction moving forward? Going into Q4 of the year, the last quarter of the year, it's a big buying time. And if you're not confident about what you're selling, you're going to miss out on that.
So that's what we're going to talk about today because we know that we've definitely felt that way.
Hmm.
And it's not like we're immune from ever feeling that way again. New level, new devil, and will come with its own new seasons, will come with different overwhelm. And we get to support so many business owners to navigate through that and to really prioritize like, what is a necessary overwhelm? Like, are you just putting yourself in a pressure cooker for no reason? What sort of questions could you bring to your coaching calls that would alleviate this fear, this doubt, or whatever it might be? So, what we're going to talk to everybody about today is where you're at right now. And if you need more help, how to get that and what that help could be to get you to the next level this season, this fall.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We have really big goals, as everyone who listens to Biz Besties and the rest of the My Lane Purpose podcast knows. And we come up against this all the time. Like, we'll take all of our skill sets and everything we know until we get to what feels like a ceiling. And then we need to upgrade our skill sets. Like Nicole was saying, we're in these masterminds, we're inviting friends in who we've learned from to talk to our group so that everyone can continue to up level. We recognize a few patterns that we hear that means it's time for you to get some more help. So, should we go through them? Okay. Number one, we hear people have lots of ideas. This is like a particular person we're thinking of, or a couple of people that we've heard this from, and we want to know if this is you. You have lots of ideas and you're having a hard time prioritizing these ideas. So you don't exactly know how to strategize and then streamline your business so that you can execute the ideas and make money. And the ones that aren't going to make money, then we don't need to do. It's really hard to do that on your own when you're in there with all your ideas all day, trying to figure out what is the most important.
Mm-hmm. This is literally how we started this whole business. You and I, with our ideas for our own individual things we wanted to create. And it was just like we didn't know what to do. And you and I are both trained coaches, so we could actually lean on each other and get valuable support and coaching to make that happen. And that has been the bridge to us being able to do this for so many business owners. I think one of the quickest ways that we know we can solve that problem for people is the unique approach that we take to offering one-to-one every second Friday
Hmm.
and the mastermind calls. So like from the mastermind calls, you're going to get different benefit, right? You're going to hear different perspectives and get new fun ideas. That's for the person who's feeling stuck or like creatively a little bit tapped or something. But for those of you who are feeling that overwhelm, like you don't know which one to act on or where to start. I recently heard in one of our Friday calls where we offer one-to-one, and I went into a room with somebody and she said, I'm so grateful that you and Kaila provide this time for us because this 10, 15 minutes alone with you to talk through this, I feel so much more clear. And clarity is invaluable as a business
Hmm.
owner. Like
Hmm.
clarity can move mountains. And so I think that, for somebody who's feeling stuck, and especially those who are listening who are in Aligned CEO method, come to those calls and put your name on the list and get one-to-one coaching every second week. Like there's not another mastermind I know of out there that provides that hybrid approach of here, connect, network, collaborate with people, but also get your coaching questions answered individually every second week with myself
Hmm.
or you. Like they have that option.
Yeah, you're going to do so much better in your business if you show up to the calls and get coached. If you're
Hmm.
open to learning something new, hearing a different way of approaching it than what you thought. Okay. This segues really well into the next thing that we hear, where people are making money or maybe not making enough money yet, but you've hit a ceiling of your money making that relates to what you made at your 9 to 5. So maybe you're comfortable making $80,000 a year and you've run your business for a year or two and you're making about 80,000 a year and you don't know how to get beyond that ceiling. That's
Mhm.
kind of the same as having all these ideas and not knowing how to prioritize and not knowing how to streamline and how to build a business that creates income. What I would say to that, yes, come and get coaching. But we created the Aligned CEO method, and I'll give you a little glimpse into it if you're listening and you're not in. We created this method to support you to have a step-by-step process to have a sustainable business. So what you need, and I'm just standing over here like I can see it from a mile away, is an offer suite that either allows people to join you at the 20 whatever low price point $97 amount so they can test you out, or maybe that's what they can afford. And then you need something they can go to next. And then the ultimate offer of the higher ticket thing if you're a service provider online. If you have a product, it's kind of the same thing. People buy accessories, then
Mhm.
maybe they want to check out the sweatshirt, and then they're like, nope, I'm going for the whole enchilada. I'm buying the gym bag and the matching suit. Like it's people want to test it out sometimes, and other people just want to go all in. So we need to appeal to the buyers across the board, but you cannot do that all at once. You have to
Mm.
start small. Small baby steps, move something forward, probably the thing you like the best. And if you can make the thing you like the best make the most money, then you're laughing. But you need little things people can buy and a bigger thing people can buy to support your revenue. We talk about that all the time in Aligned CEO Method. I mean, the biggest piece of it is having a really streamlined offer suite that provides your business with great cash flow.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. For those of you that are in Aligned CEO Method and listening, what you would search in your unlimited library of resources we have for you is building an Ascension Model. That's what we call
Mhm.
it, an Ascension Model. Now, for those of you who are listening and you want like a visual or you want to tangibly be able to understand what we're talking about, think about my line purpose in this way. We have this podcast, which is free. You
Mhm.
get to know us, like us, trust us. We host our free events. Come to it in 2 weeks, September 15th, How to Build a $1 Million Brand. Get to know us a little bit more. Every once in a while, we've got lower priced offers. We've had Manifesting Money Masterclass and those sorts of things in the past. But then we offer cash flow, which is a really accessible price point. It's been priced at $997. And then for those of you who are ready to go all in, who are ready to take your business seriously, then you join us and you have a 12-month commitment. You pay
Mhm.
your 12 monthly payments. You get in, you get to be in person with us a couple of times a year, coached every single week, access to the community, the resources, all of it. And you get to work your way up into that. Now, I would say, I don't know exact numbers. We could go pull the data on this, but if I had to guess, I would say 85% of people take themselves on a journey through our content. 15% of people, they just send us a message and say, so and so said I should work with you. Can
Yeah.
I have the link to sign up? Or, hey, I just came across your Instagram. You're exactly who I want to work with. How do I join Align CEO Method? I mean, that's a really fun feeling when you're
Yeah.
like, woohoo, okay, no journey required for you. You are ready. You are a decisive buyer. And that just, I mean, that's a whole other podcast conversation, but like everybody buys differently. So maybe you need to test things out. But if you know you don't need to test things out and you just know what you want, which is to have a profitable, sustainable, scalable business, then just hop on in.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we can't wait to talk to you more about that on the inside. The next one is feeling like you're trying a little bit of everything that everyone is saying, and nothing's landing and nothing's working. And your business is like start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And you feel kind of like you have whiplash. Can anyone relate to that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the digital space is noisy.
Oh, totally. And we hear it all the time where we'll be actually sometimes when we're coaching someone and they're paying to work with us, they'll say, well, I heard that I should do it this way from this way from this person, or, maybe they don't even name someone. And we go back to this is the proven method for this reason. This is why it's put together in this way and informed from many experts in the online space, but tried, tested, and true. So
Mhm.
if you want a launch method, that is going to have an event to sale process, digital or in person. We'll walk you through step by step. ultimately, once you've been doing this for a while, you know how to run your business. You know how to ask for the sale, deliver the product, ask for the sale, however it is, group or one on one. But then you are going to hit this plateau. Or if you don't know how to do that, if you're an expert in what you do, if you're a doctor, if you're a naturopath, if you're an RMT and you want something else, if you're a therapist, but you don't know how to run a business, we will help you build your business. That's our whole expertise. We help you build your business so that it's sustainable, it's cash flowing, people can find out about you, people can buy from you, and you can still do what you love to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like the missing piece in a lot of these digital downloads that people get, and I
Mhm.
mean, every once in a while, I love to get a little digital download because I'm a self-paced learner. Like I will actually watch it and do the work and answer the questions without the expectation of like this is going to solve all my problems. But what I know lacks from a digital download or a digital product is then I don't have the accountability from that person. Somebody's not
Yeah.
going to give me accountability for $99. They're going to say take it and go figure it out on your own. And then in that case, it's like, well, then couldn't I ask ChatGPT or Google? And what ChatGPT and Google and like a digital download or whatever offers you is not going to be real life accountability, real life experience, real life coaching, real life mentorship. I want to talk to people who are where I want to be.
Mhm. Yeah,
That,
exactly.
so you can start asking yourself, for those of you that are inclined to buy every single thing that you see on the internet, like this will solve my problem, this will grow my podcast, this will help me grow my email list. Can you ask those people questions? Are you able to ask them questions when you don't
Mhm.
know how to figure out this thing? If it a 97 to 49 $100 offer or whatever, the answer is most likely no.
Yeah. For our clients who have that low price point offer and they're using that low price point offer, it's building no love trust. If they work with us, you can likely get in touch with them if you buy a $97 offer from them. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about when you're scrolling Instagram on your about page, there seems to be a solution. You click on the solution and you're just like, yes, this is going to solve all my problems. I would look at how big that promise is versus the price point on that. And
Mm,
then if the price point's really big, I would definitely send that person a voice note and do your due diligence and ask for references to make sure that this person is going to help you get where you want to be. And you don't have to buy the first person that you see.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the next one. This segues perfectly, actually. Maybe you're feeling like you're really great at what you do, but you don't know how to run the business side of things.
Mm.
You're so awesome at what's a good example? Being a therapist?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I just think about our influx of newest Align CEOs. We've got 14 new Align CEOs in the last quarter. Two of them are accountants, two
Mhm.
of them are therapists. So let's just say if we take one of them is two of them are big brand designers, one of clothing, one of jewelry. So if we take like those six, if we take half of the influx of people, not to leave everyone else out, these are the top of mind ones that are coming to mind. Those accountants, those counselors, those brand owners, they already have their expertise. They are
Mhm.
so good at what they do. It's remarkable. And when we got to talk to them, it's like, wow, you are the best at what you do and you love what you do and you love the impact that you can have on people. And what they're not loving or what they weren't loving was somebody else employing them, somebody else
Mhm.
telling them where to be, or to go off of what we just talked about, just not knowing the direction. Like they want to have their own business. They want to create something for themselves under their own name, their own Instagram, their own brand, and they just don't know how. And that is no fault of anybody's because when you become a dentist, a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer, a coach, a
Mhm.
counselor, a yoga teacher, people don't tell you then how to have a business out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. So that's a learned skill, and we help you shortcut that.
Hmm.
We help you shortcut it with the skills, but also with the resources so that you're connected to the people you need to be connected to, so that you see an example of people who are already doing this and doing it well so that you can ask them questions and you have that network. But also, let's say you're doing super well in your business and you're a sole proprietor and you're thinking, ooh, when should I incorporate and how should I deal with my taxes? And this is all getting kind of complicated. we will help you with the resources to be able to support you having a growing business. That's why we talk about building, not having built, already done, building your $1 million brand. Because once you keep going, you will get to $1 million in overall in your business and then $1 million a year. You can do that. It's actually not complicated, but it takes work and it takes resources and it takes support and network and community and someone, group of people to help you make those decisions so that you're not alone. Like, how much does it suck to just sit in front of your laptop and bang away at it and then eventually get to 1 million when you could have done it faster? You could have had more fun. You could have had better friends who are also going through the same thing that you can connect with. Like, why not choose the more fun version of what you're doing since you're doing it anyway?
And I don't know that I've met somebody who's made it to 1 million alone, like
Yeah.
truly alone, 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 without the total sacrifice of like burning out completely. And
Or taking 20 years or,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I think that all of the best business owners, athletes,
Hmm.
actors, actresses, they all have coaches. Everybody knows that if you can pay to advance your learning, to advance your skill set, why wouldn't you do that?
Why not? Duh. Okay.
Yeah. Duh.
Duh. Why would not be around people who are fun to be around while you're doing it? That's my other thing. In the beginning, when we started the business, we were defining who our niche is. And occasionally we'd coach bros, kind of like by accident or just testing it out. And I felt, I mean, I've gotten much better actually now with my confidence being able to handle those types of conversations. But I've always felt kind of dismissed when I'm myself, when I say, like, ew, I don't want to do that. Or, yeah, make that happen. Duh. And when we're around women who, and our most aligned men who we absolutely love, who respect each other, who understand we're being ourselves, who don't bring that judgment, who are here for how we show up, then it makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah, you had a real bro client when
Oh,
we
yeah.
were first getting started.
The universe will test you.
hmm Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was like, no, this is not what I want. Please stop.
Do you remember my first subset of clients were all administrative staff for a school board that were all within a year or two of retirement who were being forced to be coached by me. They didn't want it. I didn't want it, but oh my gosh, it built a backbone in me.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, imagine how judgmental they were that you used to be a teacher, you became a coach, and now you're coaching them when they're about to retire. Like, if anyone knows anything about the culture of teaching, you can only imagine the pressure cooker fire that you were in for that. And I mean, one, I respect that you followed through. Two, you are an amazing coach. So I'm sure they got lots out of it because regardless of your age or your background or whatever, who you are and your coach training and your background that informed how good of a listener you are and how challenging your questions can be makes you a good coach. So anyways, that was not my favorite time in
Mm.
our coaching careers, but we have moved on.
We have moved on. Yeah,
We
absolutely. And, you have to start somewhere. And I was willing to start wherever somebody would say yes. And that was the coaching agreement. Their admin paid for me to coach them. And so that's what happened. And so for everybody listening, this is just a side note, a little caveat is like just get started if you and do the thing that feels scary. I mean, that was my in Brené Brown speak, that was my cave I feared to enter was
Mhm.
coaching women who were older than me because I had so many stories about what they would think about me.
I
So,
mean, I was scared of that cave and I wasn't even on that hike. I was just watching.
yeah,
I was in that
exactly.
cave, but you did it.
So, if you're listening to this and you're overwhelmed, you're scared, you're nervous, you're uncertain, you're unclear, you can't make a decision, all of the things that we've talked about today, I don't know what your suggestion is, Kaila. I'm assuming it's the same as mine, but my first suggestion is please just come to our challenge next week.
Yeah.
It is happening Monday through Friday. Now, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to arrive in your inbox. It's a soft launch. We'll softly show up with the challenge for you Monday and Tuesday in your inbox. Then Wednesday, get prepped. Real time coaching, live training, hot seat coaching. Kayla and I are going to be there.
Big
And
energy.
the energy and your next collaboration, your next client, your next biz bestie, your next accountability buddy could be in that room. I often sign up to events like this to see who I can meet, like who's
Mhm.
in there that I can meet. So sign up. Know that you have literally nothing to lose. It's a challenge of how you could think about building $1 million brand. Who doesn't want that?
I know. You got to get in.
Yeah, you got to get in. So it's linked in the show notes here. It's in our link in bio on Instagram. If you go to our website, it's a flashing banner at the top, or you
Big
can
pink
go to
banner.
mylinepurpose.com/challenge. It's literally everywhere. Come get in the room. We always have hundreds of amazing women who sign up to our events. You're sure to meet somebody new and you're sure to learn a new skill set or two that's going to bring money in the door. We are going into money making season. Ask any successful business owner from Starbucks to Lululemon to Apple, to us, to whomever else that has a successful business. Q4 time.
Yep, it's go time, folks. Okay, the last one, and then we'll wrap this episode. Are you making the excuse that you are too busy because you have kids and your kids are holding you back from your dreams? How many times have we heard that?
I'd be a trillionaire.
If you had a nickel for each time. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we hear it all the time. And then people do ask me what I do because I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. We built this business while I had those 2 kids. We crossed $1 million when Mila was not yet 1, I think. She
No,
hadn't turned
we
1 yet.
crossed a million in September of 2023. Mila turned 1 in October.
So Evie was 2 and I had an under 1-year-old as well. Wow, crazy times. I mean, that was only a couple of years ago, but I blocked that out. Anyways, so we crossed 1 million. That was exciting. And this is what I say. This is how I keep myself going when I'm a present mom and a present business owner. Number 1, have an honest conversation with your partner about your goals. Scott knows that we're going to the top and we're building the world's best, most impactful coaching business that is going to help thousands of women build $1 million brands, and we're here for it. And he's on board with that too. So that means right now my daughter's home from school because she's sick, and he took a sick day to watch her so we can work. This is the standard that we're setting. If we're building $1 million brands, we got to put ourselves first. And my kid is safe. My husband's having a great time. It's all okay. I have to release the control and say, maybe I'm not the primary parent today because I'm the primary money earner today. And that's what I'm doing. So that's number 1. And for the single moms, if you're out there and you're like, okay, I'm either splitting time, I'm co-parenting, or I don't have another parent, it's just me, it's time to get support and ask maybe your family, maybe your friends. I mean, I have such a hard time receiving. I have so much empathy for this. And if you desire to take your business to the next level and show your kids what's possible and have an incredible life, an incredible lifestyle for them, that is going to allow them to have so many more opportunities in the future. I mean, you're anchored in that why, whatever your why is. Then where can we find the support and resources that you need that are going to help you thrive? Where? If you want to talk about it more, send us a DM at My Aligned Purpose and we can voice note back and forth with ideas. But I think this challenge is going to be over to you to be able to receive. People want to help you. People want to see your dreams come true. Just look at right now, if somebody asked you for help, any of us listening, would we say yes? If they said, this is super important to me, I don't know how I'm going to manage it, and I'd just love to have a conversation with you about how I can get help, or maybe you're someone who could help me 1 day a week. I mean, we'd all do whatever we can to help you thrive. So
Totally.
make that happen. Yeah. Okay. The next thing, ask for support. What a great segue. That's number 2. Ask for support. If you don't communicate with people around you about what you need, then they're not mind readers and they do not know. So it could be support with somebody delivering groceries. It could be support with a cleaner. It could be support from your partner or your friend or whatever that looks like, or your mom, or support from a neighbor. It could be anything. You need to ask for it or you're not going to get it. And then my 2 hacks day to day that Nicole witnesses me doing all the time, and I really stick to it even if I'm tired, even if I don't feel well, is I prep for the day ahead the night before. So I make the lunches the night before, make sure the laundry's in, make sure that we have everything we need. And if we don't, I make a list of what we need for the next day. And then I do my self-care, my working out at 5:30 and 6 in the morning, depending on summer, winter, whatever that looks like. I wake up and work out before the kids get up because otherwise, it's not that I wouldn't necessarily have time. It's just that I have to shuffle so many people's schedules to make it happen that
Oh,
it's
I know
a
what it is.
major barrier. Yeah.
Yeah, from an outside perspective, it's not time. It would be your energy.
Mhm.
And I think what you have an incredible ability to do that anybody can do if they start to prioritize is truly looking at your energetic capacity. And you
Mm.
know, your energy to move your body is in the morning. You've said your highest energy to perform in our business is around this time, mid
Mhm.
afternoon. So, really looking at your energy stores. Like some people are most productive in the morning. Some people it's in the evening. So again, if you're building $1 million brand or business and you know your energy is highest at night and you are parenting, then okay, do what you got to do, but make sure that you're choosing working on your business in the evening over Netflixing.
Mm.
And so it really is looking at your energy stores and like optimal energy time. Of course, you could either carve the time out in the morning or in the afternoon, but you know your energetic level for working out is the best in the morning.
Yeah. It's when I'm not quite awake yet, so I can't make the decision not to do it. That's the best time. And then I turn screens off, I don't know, I try around like 9, 9:30, but I don't usually watch TV because it's just too much screen time. It's phones right away and then computer all day and then more phones in the evening. And then I find if I watch TV, my brain does not have a chance to rebuild. So I read at night. There you go. Okay, so don't make your kids your excuse, make them your reason. That's our last one.
Absolutely. Okay. I've loved being able to like bring a voice to this and be able to speak for so many people who are feeling this way. And we want you to go through and see which of these overwhelming pieces you identify with and then make a plan. Make a plan for how you're going to start to shift, knowing that if you continue to say like this is why I'm not building my business, this is why I don't have a profitable business or whatever it is, then like it will not change until you decide to make the change. That's the reality of it all. You can't sit around and say like when this circumstance changes, then I'll do something different. That's like looking at yourself in the mirror and just with a straight face and hoping your reflection smiles back at you. It's like it doesn't work that way. You've got to go first.
You have to go first. Okay. Send us a DM on Instagram at My Aligned Purpose and tell us what you got from this episode.
And we'll see you next week because we trust that you're going to get yourself in that room. How to build $1 million
Mhm.
brand, linked in the show notes.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.